You are building CI/CD pipelines for projects either in your organization or also just for your personal projects, and you have been asked to change the CI/CD system that is being used, then this open source project that I'm going to present you today is this answer to all of your problems. What we are talking about here is a open source project called Projen Pipelines. Projen Pipelines is built on Projen, which is a project scaffolding tool in a scripted way. It comes out of the CDK community, and it is fastly approaching its first 1.0 version. At least that's what we all hope for. It's based on defining a project in something that they call a Projen RC, and then using TypeScript to actually create your project structure for you. And this does not end with just initially building this project. It also helps you to update the project on a regular basis, so you never touch your package JSON anymore, you never touch your yarn log anymore. Projen manages that for you and protects all of your resources from actually you changing that. So now, as you know, I'm deep into the CI/CD space, so working a lot on CI/CD pipelines, and another DevTools hero called Torsten approached me a while ago to collaborate on a project that is then going to help us to switch between CI/CD providers. And the project's name today is Projen Pipelines. I need to admit that until now, mainly Torsten has been contributing some code, but this week I've been able to add some additional flavor to this. Let me try to present you a little bit the high-level concept on what this is about. So initially, the idea is that you will define your CI/CD pipeline only once in a very abstract way, and Projen Pipelines will then be able to, for you, generate either a CI/CD pipeline based on GitHub Actions, a Codecatalyst pipeline, a Gitlab workflow, or maybe also even going forward a CDK pipeline or a Jenkins pipeline. So this would then help you and will help you to switch between the different CI/CD providers without changing anything, right? So you really just need to exchange the type of pipeline that you're using, and then it will directly render out GitHub, Codecatalyst, or Gitlab workflows. I really think that this project is really going to help a lot. Right now it is a separate project and not part of the Projen project itself. You can find it on GitHub over here. We are really looking forward to get some collaborators as well. The main idea here really is that going forward, you will be able to define your TypeScript project or your CDK project. Then we will have a GitHub CDK pipeline, and I can show you the Codecatalyst and the Gitlab version as well, right? And by adding these information to the pipeline, this will now automatically render the corresponding GitHub, Codecatalyst, Gitlab, Jenkins, whatever CI/CD tool you're using. This will be based on some assumptions for the pipeline, of course, but we are going to provide escape hatches where you can then actually change and adjust the pipeline strategy. So let me quickly walk you through how this actually works and how the project feels. If we look at this Projen TypeScript example project, which is also available on GitHub, hasn't been updated for a while, but I need to push the latest version right after this one. You will see that it also starts with so-called Projen JSON, Projen RC, right? In this example, it imports Projen, it imports Projen pipelines. It then defines that I would like to have an AWS CDK project, has some dev dependencies, and then you can either choose to have a GitHub CDK pipeline, a Gitlab CDK pipeline, or you can also have a Codecatalyst pipeline. Now, the only thing that you need to do in your terminal is that you need to go to the project itself, and then you will need to execute Projen build. And this Projen build is then going to generate the corresponding and required files for you. Let's quickly run through an example, right? Just to ensure that you are seeing this live, I'm going to kind of get rid of everything that we have in the project. So I'm going to delete the Codecatalyst piece, I'm going to delete the GitHub space piece, right? And then there's another thing. Gitlab uses a Gitlab CI YAML, which needs to be as well somewhere over here. And I think I deleted that previous to the recording. Okay, so let's give this one a try. So as you can see in the projen RC, at the moment we have the Codecatalyst pipeline activated. I'm gonna go to my actual to my project. And as you can see over here on the very bottom, I will now execute projen build. Projen will now read the projen RC and will generate the code for me. And hopefully, if this demo works out well, it's gonna also generate some Codecatalyst files for us. Okay, cool. So here we are. Now we have something that is in the Codecatalyst structure. Cool. This is great. Now, let's try to generate the Gitlab portion of this. Okay, I need to obviously comment this piece out right now. I need to import this new thing, and I need to get rid of this piece. Okay, I'm gonna save this, and I'm gonna run projen build again. And now it's hopefully going to actually generate for me the corresponding GitLab CI file. And we can see that over here. There it is, right? It is now in the GitLab CI structure. And it should actually do the same thing. So it should also just generate the corresponding workflows for myself. And as you can see, projen has also deleted the deploy YAML file that we had before. Okay, cool. Last but not least, now I decide I want to run this piece in GitHub, right? Which is one of the most popular CI/CD tools, especially in open source today. So I'm just gonna quickly change this again to use this GitHub CDK pipeline. And I'm gonna execute this projen build again. And as you can see, while we are looking at this, it now generated the GitHub file. It generated a pull request, a workflows file, and it also created once again a deploy YAML. As you can see, currently there's different functionalities already implemented in the different pipeline types. But in general, it all works like a charm, and I'm really able to quickly change between the different source code providers and the CI/CD providers over here. So this really is, I think, a project that is going to help you a lot. We're looking forward to get your contributions. There is a few issues already created to actually add some of these things. One of the things would be to add the possibility to render a Jenkins pipeline out of that, same kind of pipeline approach. And then as the next thing, what we're planning to do is to add other things, like not only have a CDK, not only have a CDK type project, but as an example, add something like a Winglang app pipeline or something like that, maybe also a Terraform app, right? The reason for that being is that right now under the hood, the project needs to be aware of what is the deployment steps that you have in your pipeline, right? And we need to kind of decide this is going to be CDK deployed, this is going to be CDK synth, and the way that we actually do that, right? So we need to enhance that a little bit going forward and also add other possibilities as an application, right? So here it currently uses AWS CDK TypeScript app, right? Obviously, if you have a different type of app, you might have different steps in your CI/CD pipeline. And the aim of the project is to simplify that and standardize that a little bit and give you a head start into using different CI/CD tools. So if you're interested in this, and if you're looking to change your CI/CD tooling on a regular basis, we would love to get you involved in this project. Please reach out to Torsten or to myself, and let's make us less dependent on the current CI/CD vendors than we are today. Thank you so much for watching, and looking forward to get back to you soon. Bye-bye.